Hi, welcome to another Try Hard Mommy Carpool Confession. Today's carpool confession is that I have read all three of the 50 Shades of Grey books, and I've seen the first two movies. And the reason I'm confessing this is because somebody asked me my take on the movie. The person sent an email saying, "Thank you for your post on the Black Panther movie. Glad to hear it's received a thumbs up from you, but what's your take on the movie that's coming out before that? Another big movie coming out this week, and it's the 50 Shades Freed." So, my take is don't be bothered. I sincerely doubt that this third installment in the trilogy, third and last, is going to be any better than the previous two. The previous two had weak storylines and there was no chemistry. I didn't feel any chemistry between the two lead characters. So, unless something happened dramatic between the second movie and the third movie, I would say spend your money elsewhere. I don't know, go see Black Panther a second time. I have no idea, but you could do better. If you're really curious about the 50 Shades industrial complex, Hollywood movie mogul complex, whatever you want to call it, I suggest you read the books. The books are bad, but they're better than the movies. And they're books. They exercise some part of the brain. And I am not a book snob, so I say read whatever you want. And I did read those books. I read all kinds of things. You name it, I'm willing to read it. I just love to read, and that's something that I do. Everybody knows that about me. And I did read all three of those books. And I'm happy that millions of other people read all three of those books. They were not the best books. When I say I read everything, I read all kinds of romance, from flirty contemporary romance to sensual romance to pure erotica. Those books weren't any of the above. I'm not quite sure what they were. I do know that they got a little better with each one. I know that writing is not an easy task. I know that reading is fun, and anything that'll get people reading is okay in my mind. So I'm a champion of, if you're interested in the 50 Shades trilogy, read the books. Don't bother with the movies. And I know now you're going, but you saw the movies. Yes, I did. But I didn't see them in the theater. I saw them at home, and I didn't pay. And I was in my pajamas on my couch. It was, just to let me see what they did with these books. And I have to tell you, the movie did not do justice to the books. The books are more interesting than the movie because at least the books have a storyline. Well, the second and third do. The first one, not so much, but I guess just if you're curious about it and you need to learn about the characters, then of course you need to read the first one. So that's my take on it. Now, I hope that what this person was asking was not, is it for what age is it appropriate? Because the 50 Shades trilogy books and movie are not appropriate for anyone other than very grown folk. And I'm not even talking about the explicit sexual nature of them. I'm just talking about the fact that they show and demonstrate relationships in a way that you do not want your children learning about them. You want your children learning about healthy relationships, not about what's going on there. And they're not relationships within alternative lifestyle choices, etc., which you can easily explain to a child and reinforce as the years go on. It's some strange stuff. And if your child who's not an adult reads that stuff and doesn't understand that this is nonsensical stuff just as much as unicorns and wizards are, then you're going to be doing some heavy duty deprogramming of that child. So I don't care how mature your 12-year-old is, they don't need to be reading that. The truth is, I'm not sure 16-year-olds need to be reading it because they're dating and exploring their own sexuality and stuff and have a lot of questions. And often they rely upon books and movies to answer these questions. And you don't want anyone relying upon these three books to answer any of those types of questions. These books are for pure entertainment value. They're for people who understand that this is not anybody's world, not even the alternative lifestyle world. It's just some different stuff that you can spend time relieving your mind of the stresses of the of your day and your regular life reading and stuff, but that's fine. But so no, please don't take children to see that movie, any of those movies, nor read the books, because they shouldn't be. Now, if you have a child who really wants to read those books, I say you read it with the child and you discuss them. Each time they put down the book, discuss what they read, because you're going to have to do a lot of work countering the messages received in those books. Anyway, that's my 50 points on the 50 Shades. I know I should have numbered them, but we're not going there today. And as you see, I'm still parked waiting for junior teen to get out of school. Thank you. If you have any other questions, suggestions of future carpool confessions, please don't hesitate to post it along with this video, or to send an email to tryhardmommymail@gmail.com. That's tryhardmommymail, MAIL, @gmail.com. Till next time.